I used to be obsessed with chasing things I wanted, always looking ahead to the future. But I've come to realize the importance of embracing the present and appreciating what I have right now. I believe that everything happens for a reason, and instead of constantly wondering what if, I focus on what I currently have in front of me. The what ifs are just manifestations of the things we want to do but haven't actually done. If we spend all our time thinking about what could be, we'll never be satisfied. The present is made up of the actions we take and the decisions we make now, and it is what drives our future. If we find ourselves in a less than ideal situation, we need to take action. Wishing for things to change won't accomplish anything. When I was in college and wanted an internship despite my lack of experience, I didn't just hope for an opportunity to come my way. Instead, I utilized the resources available to me, such as applying on company websites, reaching out to my teachers, and utilizing the school's career resources. Research has shown that positive emotions enhance our ability to build skills and develop resources for the future. Positive emotions broaden our sense of possibilities and open our minds, allowing us to build new skills and resources that can be valuable in various areas of life. On the other hand, negative emotions prevent us from seeing other options and choices. I used to complain a lot about the present, using it as a way to relieve stress and talk about how my life wasn't as great as others. But I realized that complaining only held me back from appreciating the present and taking action to change if something wasn't benefiting me. I had to develop a positive mindset of learning, moving forward, and repeating. Instead of being bitter about situations I can't control, I now focus on finding ways I can take action. This may involve mapping out pros and cons or reflecting on what went right and wrong in a situation. I believe that things happen for a reason, even if they aren't the most positive experiences. They provide an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. For example, I recently went through a breakup after a 6-month relationship. It was heartbreaking at first, but it taught me a lot about myself. I realized that I had a tendency to be too emotionally dependent on others and neglect my own needs. Now, I am working on regaining ownership of my own time and making sure I prioritize myself. Life is all about going with the flow and not initial expectations for how things should be. Instead of complaining about a situation, we can embrace it and find both positive and negative aspects to work on and improve. This prevents us from being emotionally irrational and allows us to see a situation for what it is. Every moment has a reason for existing, and it's up to us to make the most out of it. Instead of complaining without taking action, we need to look at the bigger picture, understand why things are happening, and work around them. Complaining only wastes time and doesn't make us feel good. It's time to shift our mindset, embrace the present, and take action to create the future we desire. So my question to you is, what actions will you take from this video to embrace the present and make the most out of every moment? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video valuable, consider giving a tip proportional to the value you received. Check the link in the description to show your support. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest videos. Until next time, embrace the present and make the most out of every moment. At the age of 17, Marcus Aurelius was adopted and became the heir to the throne of Rome. Born into a wealthy family, Aurelius was raised by his grandfather after the early deaths of his parents. From a young age, his thirst for knowledge and interest in philosophy, particularly Stoicism, defined him. Legend has it that Emperor Hadrian took notice of Aurelius after a brush with death, and impressed with the young man, adopted him into his line of succession. For over 20 years, Aurelius dedicated himself to his duty to the state, serving through the rule of Hadrian and Antoninus Pius until the day he became the Emperor of Rome. The details of Marcus Aurelius' story are uncertain, as most sources are questionable at best. However, his collection of notes to himself, known as Meditations, provides valuable insights into his thinking. Meditations is one of the most influential works of Stoicism, a timeless guide for living a balanced life. But beyond philosophy, Aurelius' writings reveal his remarkable clarity of thought. He saw the world as it was, not as he wished it to be. Rare accomplishment. This kind of awareness has far-reaching benefits in every aspect of life, and we can study Aurelius' story to understand how to cultivate it deliberately. Our brains have efficiency filters that prioritize certain stimuli over others. While this mechanism helps us function in our daily lives, it can also lead to neglecting important information. we need to train ourselves to break free from this autonomous loop and actively seek out relevant knowledge. Aurelius emphasizes the value of investigating the world systematically. By setting aside specific times to truly observe and absorb our surroundings, we can develop a more accurate and comprehensive understanding of the world. There is much out there that matters, and it's up to us to actively seek it out. Another crucial aspect of awareness is objectivity. Our personal biases and judgments often cloud our perception of reality. Aurelius H. had the remarkable ability to step outside of his own mind and see the world from multiple perspectives. We can learn from his example and strive to view our observations through the eyes of others. This practice broadens our understanding and helps us achieve a more neutral and objective outlook. To maintain mental clarity, we must regularly declutter our minds. Journaling, meditation, nature walks, or any activities that allow us to organize our thoughts can help us achieve this. By creating habits that focus on ordering our minds, we can navigate the complexities of our busy lives more effectively. Awareness is a state of being conscious of relevant knowledge, surroundings, and our own thoughts and feelings. Marcus Aurelius embodies the concept of a philosopher king, a leader who actively pursued wisdom and asked the question, what does it mean to live well? But beyond virtues and desires, it was Aurelius' ability to leverage the clarity of his mind that made him a successful leader. The scope of our awareness defines what we can accomplish. The more we know and understand our surroundings, the better equipped we are to tackle challenges and seize opportunities. Clear thinking is a powerful advantage that can be developed through practice. By honing our ability to think clearly and increasing our awareness, we can unlock new possibilities and lead more fulfilling lives. So, my friend, I ask you, what actions will you take in your own life to cultivate awareness? How will you become more proactive in seeking knowledge, harness objectivity, and declutter your mind? Share your thoughts and let's embark on this journey of clarity and wisdom together. If you found this video valuable, consider leaving a tip proportional to the value you received. Your support helps us continue to create content that inspires and empowers. The link can be found in the description below. Remember to subscribe, like this video, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest releases. By doing so, you'll not only support our channel but also gain access to the knowledge and insights that will enable you to thrive in the modern world. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay mindful and keep seeking wisdom. At 17 years old, Marcus Aurelius was adopted into the Roman royal family, making him the heir to the throne. Raised in a wealthy household by his grandfather, Aurelius developed a deep thirst for knowledge from a young age. He was particularly drawn to philosophy, and in particular, Stoicism, a school of thought that emphasized virtue through actions rather than words or thoughts. Legend has it that Emperor Hadrian took notice of Aurelius after a near-death experience and decided to adopt him as his successor. Aurelius faithfully served the state for over 20 years, first under the reign of Hadrian, and then under Antoninus Pius, until the day he himself became the Emperor of Rome. The details of Marcus Aurelius' life are shrouded in uncertainty, as it has been almost 2,000 years since his time, and many historical sources are unreliable at best. However, we can gain insight into his character through his personal notes, known as Meditations, which have become one of the most influential works of Stoic philosophy. Meditations is not just a philosophy book, it is a timeless manual for leading a balanced life. It also provides us with a glimpse into the clarity of Aurelius' thinking. He saw the world as it truly was, without illusions or wishful thinking. This level of awareness is a rare accomplishment that can bring great benefits to every aspect of life. Our brains are constantly bombarded with external stimuli, and our attention must filter through them to focus on what matters most. However, this filtering process can also cause us to neglect important information unless we actively direct our attention to it. Cognitive psychologist Michael Caine has found that, on average, people spend about 30% of their time thinking about something other than what they are currently doing. It is easy to fall into the trap of our brain's default settings and overlook relevant information. So how do we overcome this hurdle? Firstly, we can train ourselves to fight the autonomous loop and be more proactive in our attention. By setting aside dedicated times in our day to truly observe and listen, we can override our brain's default settings and paint a more accurate picture of the world. Secondly, we must cultivate objectivity. Our senses provide us with information that is heavily influenced by our location, activities, and emotions. We often perceive the world through the lens of our personal biases. However, by stepping outside ourselves and attempting to see the world through different eyes, we can gain a more objective perspective. This ability to detach from our emotions and biases was a notable characteristic of Aurelius and contributed to the depth of his insights. Lastly, we must actively seek ways to declutter our minds. In Aurelius' case, he wrote meditations primarily for himself, as a way to organize his thoughts and clear his mind. Studies by psychologist Dr. James W. Pennebaker have shown that writing therapy, such as journaling, can have numerous benefits, including stress reduction and improved mental clarity. By finding a routine that allows us to clear our minds, whether through writing, meditation, or other activities, we can navigate the complexities of our busy lives more effectively. The state of being aware, conscious, and knowledgeable is crucial for personal growth and success. Marcus Aurelius, known as a philosopher king, was driven by a relentless pursuit of wisdom and a desire to lead a well-lived life. His ability to think clearly and see the world as it truly was allowed him to effectively lead one of the most powerful empires in history. The scope of our awareness defines the limits of what we can achieve. The more we know and understand our surroundings, the more accurately we can navigate through life's challenges. Developing the skill of clear thinking is a keystone advantage that can be acquired through practice. So I ask you, friend, what will you do to expand your awareness and enhance your ability to think clearly? Will you set aside dedicated time to observe and listen? Will you strive for objectivity by seeing the world through different perspectives? Will you find ways to declutter your mind and organize your thoughts? The path to personal growth and success lies before you.